Right.
So
I mean, hell, you even see rapper call overhaul. So that's
no, he really didn't give a fuck about overhaul at all. But I'm like, I bet you would say that nigga to that face because he gonna break that hand off.
Yep.
Overhaul gonna slap him one time and that hand gonna get gone. Yep. And I bet you gonna be talking shit then when he ain't got no arms to punch the shit out of people with.
He gonna be talking shit because he ain't got no face.
He gonna get obliterated.
Right?
Yo, Mr. Good Guy here, aka MGG, and you just joined a decent crew. We're just a group of guys who discuss, review, rank, and poke fun at all the things we love and hate in manga, anime, and everything else. So sit back and relax because it's all decent over here, man. Run it.
I've been working on this record for a minute, still I feel like nothing that I do is good enough. My insecurities are prevalent, so they will seep into the music. And it's funny when other people see your pain as I'm using the...
So let's move on to Boku no Hero.
Yeah.
143. I don't know what the name is.
You want to overview that? Since you're so hyped for
I'm
it?
gonna just call it. I'm just call it Choji games, huh?
Yeah. Put some respect on Choji.
So basically,
it's called Let's Duke It Out, Rapper-kun.
Let's do it. Oh, bet it. But yeah, so basically what is Rappa and the Barrier Guy are going against Fatgum and Red Riot. Fatgum is pretty much like, so Red Riot is pretty much KO'd after the first attack from Rappa, and he's just sitting there kind of basically broken. So Barrier Guy picks up on that. He's like, yeah, this is like that face is like the look of someone who's giving up hope. So yeah, he's not going to be like a factor in this battle. Yep. So then Fatgum is pretty much just going against Rappa-kun, like taking his punches, dishing out what he can. Okay. Then we find out about Fatgum's secret move, which is why I put hella respect on Fatgum's name. If I had to join a hero agency, as of right now, Fatgum's is the one I'm joining. But anyways, he got the secret move of like, basically as he's absorbing all of these punches, he can actually reflect that damage back at the person in one shot. So he basically, what he says is like, yeah, I might be a shield, but I can technically become a lance.
He's an impact.
So he's out there taking all of Rappa's damage, but the thing is like, the caveat to it is that like, he's not going to be able to take something that's basically going to kill him. Like if his body actually can't withstand it, it's like, yeah, he can absorb that damage, but he's still going to die at the end. So that's the gist. So he was basically getting punched trying to absorb all this damage so he can get his one shot against Rappa. And then the Barrier Guy and them are just basically beating his ass, talking shit. And then finally, the Rapper's about to do his last attack right when Fatgum is thinking about turning into a lance. And then Red Riot hops in. He finally gets some confidence. He hops in and goes like, he basically gets his emotional level up, where he goes past his limit of...
You skip one important detail.
Oh, what happened, Gordon?
In the beginning of the chapter, Rappa and the telekinesis guy, they're having the argument about Rappa getting help during a fight. Rappa thinks that he can handle it all by himself, in which he eventually starts to attack the telekinesis guy because he's basically trying to take some respect off his name by trying to help him out in a fight. Mm-hmm. In which Buddy told him, get off that bullshit, man. We're supposed to be a team. And in which Rappa was like, we're only a team because Overhaul made us a team. But motherfucker, if it was up to myself, he's essentially saying if it was up to me, I'd be doing this shit by myself and working everybody. Which is interesting. So you can clearly see that not everybody within Overhaul's crew
gives a fuck about Overhaul.
Exactly, and some of them also have their own intentions of why they're part of that crew and all that bullshit. So
I was hoping for that too.
So so that's something to look out for. I think that's a foreshadow that we might see some betrayal amongst the
villains.
Yeah,
just like I get the villains in a whole two villain groups. Like they can just like spread off and like do their own thing, and then like they end up fighting one another. Yo, that'd be cool.
Exactly.
No, it seems like Hand Buddy has loyalty on his side, but yeah, I agree with you that's important because even in the other fight with Sun Eater, they also brought that up. Those other guys that he's fighting with, like most of them were actually following under his dad and fucked with his dad, but then Overhaul took over and they were just like, yeah, out of respect for his dad, like we're just gonna keep following this dude, but we really don't want to. Right. So
I mean, hell, you even see Rappa call Overhaul. So he really didn't give a fuck about Overhaul at all. But I'm like, I bet you would say that nigga to that face because he gonna
break that hand off.
Yep.
I'm gonna slap him one time and that hand gonna get gone. Yep. And I bet you gonna be talking shit then when he ain't got no arms to punch the shit out of people with.
He gonna be talking shit because he ain't got no face.
He gonna get obliterated.
Right? But yeah, so then after that, pretty much, Kirishi Red Riot jumps in the way of Rappa's punch so that Fatgum doesn't die, and then we see that Fatgum pretty much Choji'd up, lost all of his weight, and is about to unleash his punch on him.
That nigga
which I predicted. I definitely thought that was gonna happen. Huh?
That nigga gotta be swole as fuck.
He finna be swole as shit. He finna come
Fatgum?
out.
Hell yeah.
Fatgum finna come out, cut, swole, all the above. He finna.
I really like that move though. Like I said, I put hella respect on Fatgum's squad. I joined that shit.
But if Fatgum,
because it just seems like they're real heroes, and I think Fatgum has been around from a minute. From what he was saying, like he just seems like he's been in a lot more fights than some of the heroes we're gonna see later on. I think some of these other heroes are gonna be very newish to the game. Fatgum seems like he's been around the block.
I think Fatgum's gonna miss his punch.
If he misses his punch, I'm gonna go to Japan and fight the author.
And it's gonna blow through a big ass wall, in which we'll be able to see the destructive power of it. In which they definitely would have killed these two guys, but it's gonna miss. Yeah. And we're gonna have to come up with some other way to defeat it.
Or it won't miss, but the dude will put a shield around the punching guy, so it doesn't kill him, but he'll probably crack the shield.
Yeah, that was my second.
Yeah.
I guess.
I can see that happening. He's gonna be like, oh, maybe we do gotta work as a team because that dude almost killed me.
Because like,
but if you can't take out Rappa, they're doing taking an L no matter what.
Oh yeah, I feel like Fatgum's about to be fast as shit too. He probably gonna be fast as hell. That's what happened with Choji. When Choji got into his skinny form, he got a power up.
Yeah.
But his speed was like almost like he was close.
His speed was astronomical. Like he dusted on
things. He was disappearing. Like I'm about to pull up in your face without you even blinking, type of shit. Yeah. He was fast.
But yeah, no. I was super hyped when I saw that move. Like when I saw that he lost, because I was starting to feel. I was like, when I picked up that he was absorbing the shit, I was like, low key, he's gonna be on some Choji shit and fucking skinny up on that nigga. And then it was like, boom. I was like, oh, this is lit. I was a fan of.
He look cool as hell.
He looks younger. He looked like he could have been a high schooler too.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like I was like, people just. I just always felt like Fatgum was kind of a sleeper because he just be around chilling, like not fazed by a lot of shit that be going on. And he was just dropping hella bars on the whole squad. Like, Kirishi was gonna be a really great hero if he like goes under his agency, just because, like, Fatgum's shield mentality or whatever of just like, look, this is how you win battles. Like, this also he just got a lot of experience to me, so I fuck with him for that. And I like the emotional level up for Kirishima. I wish it was a power up, but at the same time it'd been too soon. But I like that. This kind of thing is usually something that's safe for the main character, and I like that it's the side character that's getting this kind of like level up because it's just different. I feel like this would be something you see Deku or Boku go through, which is kind of old and feels repetitive. But like when you see it with a side character, I put a little bit more respect on it because then it means to me that he's taking the time to really show you how these side characters are going to grow too.
Yep.
So
I think I like that a lot. I think I just realized that Fatgum's costume actually is being ripped off. I thought it was smoke.
It was getting originally so. It was getting ripped off when he was getting pushed.
Yeah, but this shit actually got ripped off because at the end I was like, has he always had hair? What? But
he got skinny and grew hair.
Because I was thinking about that for like a whole minute when I saw that pen. I was like, does Fatgum have hair? What? But now I realize that his costume actually got ripped to pieces or whatever, in which his actual face and everything is being exposed.
I want to see what happens after this because, like, I remember when Choji went to the skinny form, he actually had to like eat to get fat. He didn't naturally like gain all his weight back.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have to eat that shit back. That's not good.
But I feel like he doesn't use this ability a lot. I feel like he doesn't need to. So I feel like there might be like small like repercussions for like using this.
Yeah, no, it's definitely his. Like I said, I think everyone has this one secret move, like how Eraserhead had that like low key. I can just turn this on. without having to stare at you. Like I can have a lasting effect without me being there. Like, I think every superhero has that move under it. I don't really know what All Might's is though, to be honest. Like unless it was where he just goes beyond.
He just goes beyond 100%. That's his special.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if that United States Smash was it. But like for everyone else, it just seems to be more well thought out. Because the thing is, like with Fatgum, like what I think that they were trying to drop on us was that each person has their secret move attached to what their key weakness is. And that was the thing that they brought up with the Lance versus Shield thing. They were like, you guys are Shield, but you're not fucking Lance, so you fucking suck. So Fatgum was probably thinking about that when he was training and was like, I don't have any moves that are actually, other than like protecting myself or defending, I don't have any actual attack moves. And then he started developing that shit. And that could even be the same thing. That might inspire Kirishima to develop some sort of like attack type move, because he's mostly he's a huge defensive type hero.
Yeah.
So I just think like that's kind of what it is. That's what I've been picking up from all of these secret powers. It's always key to whatever their weakness is.
Yeah, he's just gonna make himself sharp as fuck.
Yeah, man. So he can't be too offensive because he can kill somebody. He can probably just cut somebody in half if he wants to.
Yeah.
You said what?
I said he can't be too
offensive.
offensive.
Be sharp as fuck?
Yeah. He can't be too offensive
so like
because he can cut somebody in
like
half.
sharpen his rock?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can see that, but I mean it'll be interesting. Yeah, I can see him. Oh, you're right. I can see him maybe spiking up,
porcupine,
like just being like that. But
he's gonna go porcupine,
or like shooting it out.
Yeah.
He's gonna be One Punch Man. He's gonna be like the porcupine buddy that's period personnel was fighting.
Petty. I'm interested to see what people who seem kind of already broken, like Bakugo or Tokudori, what their like handicap is going to be, because I haven't really identified their weaknesses just yet. Bakugo is probably like he's not short. He's short range. He's hella short range. That's like the closest I can find.
In the anime, I forgot this entirely. When they fought each other, when Tokudori and like Bakugo fought, they talked about each other's weaknesses. Like with Tokudori, if he uses his cold too much, he'll actually freeze his body. Like he won't be able to move.
But that's what the fire's there for, isn't it?
Yeah. So like he has a counter.
Like
to
that
it.
balances that out. But I feel like there's another weakness besides that actually sucks.
I mean, that's the point of his him being created like that. He's not supposed to have a weakness. But with Bakugo, like he can't. That's why he made his suit the way he did, so he can do long range attacks with like his grenades and stuff like that. So he already has a weakness. Like if his hands don't sweat, like he's pretty much like screwed. So we gotta wait and see on those two because they're supposed to be strong for a reason.
Okay.
Fatgum's that boy though.
I mean, I guess the biggest clutch is if their attacks aren't strong enough, then they're just not going to be able to beat whoever they're fighting.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
It's just like for
if their attacks aren't strong enough, then what?
If their attacks are not strong enough, then they will not be able to beat whoever they're fighting. So yeah, simple as that. Or if they're too slow.
Yeah. And that's what Bakugo did when he was fighting Tokudori. Like he knew his ice could like hit him, so he had to be faster than he usually is, and that's what he did to like beat him. So. They all got weaknesses. That's what I'm happy about.
Right? No, I like that part too, because it actually means like there's stuff that they could actually level up, and it's not they're going to be broken all the time. So. I'm ready to rate if y'all ready to rate.
I know y'all niggas finna say lit, so fuck you.
Dang.
It's obviously a lit for me.
What you gonna give it, Grams?
I'm gonna give it a decent as hell.
Damn, Petty. Definitely a lit, man.
I'm not feeling as hyped as you guys for Fatgum.
I think like for me, I probably boosted the rating because I like fights like that.
Yeah.
Like that are kind of along those. It's just two dudes just duking it out till one of them falls. So it's like those kind of fights I always am hyped behind. So I think that's why I'm putting extra respect on it. But not everyone's into those fights.
I had the hype the same thing as MGG with like just like duking it out back and forth, but then it just gave me like it just gave me like memories of like what happened with Choji and like how he did the same thing pretty much, and like how it could, like when he went to the skinny form, it could have killed him for taking that final pill, but he took it anyways, and it's just like an all out fight. So I find those fights cool as hell. Like even though you could die, you still gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna definitely give it a decent as hell plus.
All right.
Why
the hell he look like that?
Cause he just got fucked up by
what the fuck is wrong with the skin?
He got fucked up by Rapper, bro. He couldn't take them bullet hands.
What's wrong with his skin? Is that bruised or is that burnt?
I'm guessing that's what his skin looks like when his rocks fail from somebody's attacks.
That's unfortunate.
Yep.
You gotta go straight to the hospital.
Turns into a black guy.
Damn.
Yeah, Kirishima was definitely getting that Deku hospital treatment, bro. After that.
Yeah, he finna get hella kisses.
Oh yeah, she finna be kissing all over.
Yeah, doing that, man. Because Sunny just passed out. Kirishima, that man might not have arms.
Oh, so if you got an STD, that means she kissing your dick, right?
Yo.
I didn't even repeat you said about her STD started with it, so you don't need to repeat it.
If you got an STD, that means she's kissing your dick, right?
It's open 24 hours.
Still didn't hear you.
If you want to fucking cut off your background sound, sir, then you can hear what we're saying.
It's kind of hard to do, but okay.
If you have an STD, that means she's kissing your dick, right?
Something like that.
Yep.
Yo, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video. If you want to hear some more content, check out our other videos on the channel, or you can check out our podcast, The Decent Podcast, where we talk about all this and more. Links to all of our social media will be in the description box below. In the meantime, in between time, I gotta go get something to eat. I'm out of here. Peace.
I want it all. I said I'm mentally tough. Oh, what you thought I would quit? Even on days when I feel at my worst, I will get off my ass and then get back to work. Ain't nobody gonna get it for you. Better go ahead and get it by your motherfucking self. By yourself, nigga. Ain't nobody gonna get it for you. Better go ahead and get it by your motherfucking self. By yourself, nigga. Ain't nobody gonna get it for you. Better go ahead and get it by your motherfucking self, nigga. Ain't no damn excuses. All of those are useless. I don't ever use it. Don't ever confuse it. Love.